Hey guys, Philip Liebel here with Primitive Wilderness Survival, and today I want to talk about a really quick and easy hack for your pocket knife that'll make your life so much easier. Alright guys, so all we have here is a really simple lanyard, and I see people use lanyards on their knives a lot, on belt knives, on pocket knives, but I don't really see anybody ever talk about why. So, I mean, obviously they look really cool, they add some character, you can kind of personalize your blade, but nobody really gets down into the nitty-gritty of the usefulness of the simple lanyard. Okay, so my favorite thing about a lanyard on a pocket knife is I make sure it's long enough that when I put it in my pocket, I always have this little tail hanging out. So if I get in a pinch and I need my blade really fast, or if I have to do something, I don't feel like digging all the way into my pocket, and maybe I have some other stuff down in my pocket, I don't feel like pulling everything out and trying to get my knife, I can leave that hanging out, get ready to use it, just grab my lanyard, and I have my knife. So it's really useful to make it really quick to pull that knife out of my pocket without having to dig around. So the other amazing thing about this, and a reason I leave it as long as I do and leave it open without a bunch of knots and like snake knots, all the fancy stuff into the paracord, I leave mine open so that I can slip it over my wrist, and if I'm cleaning an animal, gutting a deer, I can drop that knife down, pull out the guts, do whatever I need to do, and my knife is still right here ready to go. So the same reason I use a lanyard on my basket maker knives, or the same reason they did, and I continue to use that design, is because it's really nice to be able to keep this on my wrist. And if I'm harvesting materials, grass, limbs, juniper for a wiki up like this, I can keep this thing on my wrist all the time, and if I need to use my hands for something, it's still hanging right there. So it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to lose it. Really useful. So this is such an easy hack, so easy to do. It's cheap, free. All you need is a drill bit, drill through the end of this thing, run a piece of buckskin, paracord, something like that, and you can decorate this however you want, personalize it, make it really cool and fancy. Mine is the winter count instructor bracelet, so it has some meaning, but also it just adds a lot of versatility and usefulness to otherwise, a really plain and simple pocket knife.